Imagine someone is standing in front of a firing squad of 1,000 trained marksmen, and then all 1,000 of them miss. We would naturally conclude that all of them did just miss by chance. But obviously, just because he survived, that doesn't remove the need for an explanation.
Before we go any farther in this video, remember we knew the probability of the events happening. We knew that them missing was a lower probability than them actually making the shot.
This is analogous to the universe. We're alive because of so many constants and forces being fine-tuned to allow for life.
It really does depend on how you look at it, because according to some models, like cosmological natural selection, the universe could be fine-tuned for black holes, not life.
Some of the constants in this universe were altered by one part and 10 followed by over 100 zeros, then we couldn't exist. This is not like winning one lucky coin flip. It's like winning 10 trillion coin flips in a row and then someone asking, well, you won, so what's the problem?
Here's where it's really important to clarify that we don't know the probability of any of the constants. We don't know how different they could be. We don't know how constrained they are. We don't know if there's just one overarching law that causes all the other ones to fall into place. We don't know any of this because we can't look outside of the universe. We can only make proposals and design models in order to try and approximate the truth, but we don't really know.
The problem, or the wonder, is that it happened at all. The point is, the odds of these constants and forces being in the life-threatening range is so astronomically small that blind luck just becomes an unreasonable explanation.
We just don't know that. That's just an inaccurate statement about the limits of our knowledge.
If there's a God who sets these constants, that is magnitudes more probable. For many serious thinkers, it's the only rational inference available.
This is also completely inaccurate because if we take a naturalistic explanation, we could appeal to many different things such as eternal inflation, again, cosmological natural selection, and many other models that actually would explain the fine-tuning very well. But if we want to jump to the supernatural, we can if we really want to. And if you're going to do that, then you could say it's one god, multiple gods. You could say it's a supernatural force that doesn't really have an aim. Maybe it's selecting for something else that we don't know about. Maybe the ways of the designer are unknown. How intelligent do you have to be to create a universe after all? We really don't know. You don't need to be all powerful in order to do that. You don't need to be able to do everything. You just need to be able to create a universe. That's really all that we're looking for. Maybe you do need to be timeless, but maybe a time dimension is something that's existing separately, because according to some things, like the no boundary proposal, there was no time dimension before the Big Bang.